from my experience, I do not trust the Americans. I really do not trust them. So sorry to say that in public. So I would just read a related article to what we have been discussing, Pastor. That's Article 2, Section 7 states that the state shall pursue an independent foreign policy and its relations with other states, and the paramount consideration shall be national sovereignty, territorial integrity, national interest, and the life of, and the right of self-determination. Importante ito, Pastor. And but again, I may just also mention yung foreign relations
si Sasot niyo.
I can consider him a good source. Rugando Sasot discusses the principle of non-refoulement, the fundamental principle of international law that forbids a country receiving asylum seekers from returning them back to the country in which they would be in probable danger of persecution based on total race, religion, nationality, membership of a particular or social group or opinion. So if you are not into democratic ways, that particular group is automatically out of the list. Or political opinion, which would maybe espouse violent means to overthrow a government. Race, wala man tayo. We are not biased against anybody. Not that I know of. Having been president, I can say with certainty that we never had any bias or prejudice against our fellow men in this planet. So, itong problema dito, it says that kung tinanggap na natin sila dito, Pastor, maybe in due time, in our consideration, or maybe changes in the political or social dito sa worldwide, hindi natin sila pwedeng ibalik doon. Pag pinapasok nila sa atin dito, we are now prohibited from returning them to the country of origin. Is that not even say that violently returned? Or because sabihin mo lang, pakiusapan mo, you just talk to them and say, go home to your home country. It forbids a country receiving asylum seekers from returning them to a country in which they would be in a probable danger of persecution based on races. It could be one country sharing an ideology with another one, or a regional region in whatever part of the world that would espouse these things which is a persecution, a record of persecution based on race, religion, nationality, membership of a political or social group or opinion. In relation to the Afghan nationals whom they should not judge as, we should not judge as refugees, but as economic migrants.
Is the Philippines compelled to become a processing?
Is the Philippines compelled to become a processing center for foreign state intending to host refugees? Itong economic migrants, you know, the war in Vietnam, in Afghanistan was was a long and terrible process. At that time, Americans are very bright in this. Alam na, they should have, you know, the horizon was there, political, economic, or otherwise. Bakit hindi nila nag-process na sila noon? At bakit hindi nila sabihin noon pa na pwede ba kayong tumanggap so that we can also deliberate on our own capacity of how far we can go receiving other people than Filipinos. Eh, matagal na sila doon and they were really on the verge of for so many years that government that they were supporting was on the verge of hitting the ground in total collapse. Almost 2 years in the making. Bakit ngayon pa sila So, and ang ayaw ko dito, the penchant of America to jungle words, semantics, economic migrants. So, if they are economic migrants, why don't you just apply visas to any European country? Eh, pera-pera naman pag-usapan pa pala ito, they would be happy to accept them. Kung economic migrants. Why the Philippines? At ilang bayan, how many countries have they asked to accept Afghan refugees? At ilan? We would like to know how many countries have accepted or signified their attention to accept Afghan nationals who are in danger of persecution. Ilan ito sila at how many countries and other concerns, the military should be, they want to know this. It is very important that our military must have a say in this matter. The military of the government of the Republic of the Philippines has that sworn sacred duty to protect our country. And I demand, as a Filipino citizen, mahal ko man ang bayan ko, kagaya ninyo, I demand that you do the utmost to protect the country.